Morning. I came to this serene village, Badla, 91 kilometer from my Kolkata home. The village's golden fields, chirping birds, and the timeless charm welcomed me with embrace. Today, the morning began gently, as it always did. The first light of dawn touched the last paddy fields, casting a golden hue over the dew-covered leaves. A soft breeze carried the aroma of wet earth and blooming flowers unknown to me, a fragrance unique to the early hours. I stepped out of my home for my usual morning walk along the narrow dirt path through the village. The path was bordered by ponds where the lotus flowers floated gracefully, their petals shimmering in the soft sunlight. As I strolled, I greeted the familiar sights and sounds of this village. The temple bell chimed rhythmically, signaling the start of morning prayers. Women fetched water from the village well, their bangles clinking softly as they balanced clay pots on their heads. The milkman's bicycle creaked past, carrying metal cans that swayed gently with his movement. I paused at a large banyan tree near the village square, where the village children were just beginning to gather. A few were chasing each other in playful games, their laughter ringing out like a melody. Others sat with their school bags, waiting for the sound of the school bell. As I continued my walk, I came across a fisherman pulling in his net from a nearby pond. "Bhalo kichu pele?" I called out, asking if the catch was good. The fisherman smiled, holding up a wriggling bunch of small fish as his reply. The sun climbed higher and the mist began to lift, revealing the green expanse of the fields. My heart swelled with gratitude for the simple beauty of my world. Reaching the edge of the village, I stopped by a large tree and sat for a while, letting the peace of the morning seep into my inner being. By the time I walked back home, the village had fully woken up. The tree stall by the roadside buzzed with conversation, and the aroma of freshly fried luchis wafted through the air. I stopped briefly to enjoy a cup of steaming chai before heading back, ready to start my day in the comforting embrace of this beloved village. However, still I have a question to explore with you. I have a thought to think, rethinking the way we think. And maybe together we have to unravel it. Why do we often think in just in one direction? Why do we trap ourselves in patterns of thought? And most importantly, how can we break free? Imagine standing at a crossroads. Ahead lies an open road, a landscape of infinite possibility. Yet, most of us take the same path. We always have. Why? It's not fate. It's not some cosmic plan. It's a mental choreography we have rehearsed so well. We no longer even think about it. Our minds love simplicity, familiarity, and yes, even rigidity. But here is the twist. What if the map we have been following is flawed? Picture this. You are holding a map, but it's not a map of the world. It is a map of your mind. Those neat little roads, they are your habits, your beliefs and your assumptions. The darker alleys, the thoughts you avoid, the feelings you suppress. And somewhere in that maze are doors you have never dared to open. What if the key to your happiness, your freedom, your potential lies behind one of those doors? Let us be clear. Rethinking the way we think is not easy. It is uncomfortable, messy, and yes, it feels like a workout. But here is the liberating truth. Your mind is not a fortress. It's a playground. And the first step to reclaiming it is simple. Question everything. Let us play detective. Why do you feel anxious about that meeting? Is it really the meeting, or is it your belief that you have to be perfect? Why do you feel guilty about a mistake you made years ago? Is it the mistake or the narrative you have attached to it? Every time you ask a question, you shine a light into the dark corners of your mind. You expose the chains holding you back. Here is where it gets exciting. Happiness is not some magical force. It is not about avoiding problems or waiting for life to get easier. Happiness is how you choose to perceive your challenges. Yes, you heard me. Choose. Your emotions are not thunderstorms you are doomed to weather. They are dials you can adjust. Feeling overwhelmed? Ask yourself, is it the situation or the story you are telling yourself about it? Reframe the narrative. Instead of I failed, try I learned. Instead of I am not good at this, say I am growing. It is not denial, it's freedom. The freedom to step out of old patterns and into new possibilities. Do you remember the story of that elephant and the chain? A grown elephant held back by flimsy rope does not escape. Why? You know? Because it remembers the heavy chains of its youth. Now think about yourself. How many of your I cannot statements are just echoes of a past that no longer defines you? The road to changing your thought is not paved with perfection. It is built on small, courageous choices. Start by challenging one belief, just one. Try something new today. A different coffee order, a bold conversation, or even a trivial change in your routine. Every time you break a pattern, you chip away at the walls of your mental cage. And here is the most profound truth. Paradise is not a destination. It is a state of mind. It is the choice to embrace your flaws, your fears, your potential. It is the courage to rewrite your story, one page at a time. So, dear listener, as you go about your day, remember this. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are a work in progress, and every thought you choose is a brushstroke on the masterpiece of your life. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the compass within. If today's episode sparked something in you, share it with someone who might need it. And as always, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, the compass is in your hands. Until next time, stay curious.